Greetings, Wastelanders. Cregen here with another Fallout 76 video. I apologize, it's really early here still. I'm still chugging coffee, and I've got to keep my voice down so I don't wake everyone else up. Today, we're going to pick up where I left off with the crafting materials guides and look at some of the better locations to loot in Appalachia, specifically within the Savage Divide. If you're still leveling your character, you may not want to visit these locations due to mob levels, but you can go back through my previous guides if you wish and search for materials in the forest, ash heap, and Toxic Valley. And if you find this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment below. And to stay up to date on future content and live streams, remember to subscribe and click the bell for notifications. A while back, I posted a video on where to find crafting materials in low-level areas. So to expand on that a bit further, we're going to trek down through the Savage Divide looking for more of the same: gears, screws, and springs. There's only 2 spots we're going to stop at, but the good news is that both are loaded with valuable loot. Sadly, we can't use Appalachia to locate loot as most of this is within interior zones, but from personal experience looking for materials before the app was created, I know that both the National Radio Astronomy Research Center and Sugar Grove are prime locations. So let's use Foundation as our starting point and work north from there. First stop is the National Radio Astronomy Research Center, which I think is one of the top 2 locations in-game with the best concentrations of loot, and with only scorched around to bother you. If you follow a set route, you can clear this place out fairly quickly and still have a decent amount of scrap material to show for it. Make sure you clear out the desks in the lower level, all of the rooms in the 2nd floor, and don't forget the key on the desk if you don't have it. And check both the stairwells for loot. There's military adhesive at the top of one of the stairwells, which break down into adhesive and ballistic fiber. There's a workbench off the generator room in the basement, so let's do one final collection and break everything down before heading to our other stop. And finally, we have Sugar Grove, and unless you're wearing power armor or are using a stealth build, this can get a little tricky sometimes. Keep your distance from the cars outside, as these bots usually self-destruct, and beware the Assaultron in the main theater. Otherwise, you can advance the combat inhibitor on the bots and take them down fairly quickly. This place is large and holds a decent amount of loot, so it'll take some time to fully clear out. Key items and locations to pay attention to include globes and clipboards in the offices in the first half, the desks in the office downstairs they were obviously going to torch, and all of the phones and clipboards in the main theater. If you need asbestos for constructing electrical conduits, the cigarette cartons are a great source. If you clear out the lower level in a counterclockwise rotation, there's a workbench in the last room, so be sure to break everything that you can down if you're over-encumbered. Now that our inventory is mostly full of junk, let's map back to camp and see what we've picked up. And as you can see, it looks like we've gathered 34 adhesive, 30 gears, 35 screws, and 54 springs. Not the biggest haul, but considering this only took 28 minutes to record, that's considerably faster than previous locations. Well folks, that's it for today's video. I hope this helps you locate more hard-to-find materials. Next week, I'll be streaming the 3rd episode of The Outer Worlds over on twitch.tv/Cregen Gaming, so be sure to tune in on January 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll have the live stream available here on YouTube before the weekend, and you can catch up on prior episodes here as well. I'll also be hosting multiple streams throughout the week starting February 19th with a birthday stream on the 24th. I'm Cregen, I'm cold, and I'm going back to bed.